AI agents are the future of the automation in Microsoft 365. More and more options are available for the Microsoft 365 users to use them. Buy SharePoint agents, buy Copilot Studio based agents, buy trial license, and also buy pay-as-you-go subscription for also Copilot free subscription users. There are more and more ways to enable Copilot agents in the Microsoft 365, and you, as an administrator, should prepare your environment and yourself to know how to manage them, to do not end up with the messy environment with dozens of agents without any control on your side. In this video, I will tell you how to manage the agents that are created in your environment, how to control what are the options to create them by trial license or also by people with Microsoft 365 Copilot subscription, and also what to do when the agents will be created on your environment to promote the ones that are valuable for the organization and hide the ones that are personal. If you would like this video, I highly recommend you to leave the thumbs up, subscription or the comment. And now I will switch to my screen and some documentation to show you exactly how you can manage the agents in the Microsoft 365, in SharePoint and in Copilot using the tools that are available inside the admin panel in Microsoft 365. So first of all, let's decide who should have access to use agents in SharePoint. To do that, you need to go to Microsoft 365 Admin Center, and in the view where you assigning your subscriptions of Copilot, you will have the capability to select which kind of products around Copilot should be assigned to your business users. In this space, you will be able to turn off or turn on availability to use Copilot Studio in Copilot for Microsoft 365, and also to select who should have access to the Microsoft 365 Copilot for SharePoint, which brings the capability of SharePoint agents. If you are not ready to use agents in SharePoint, you can use this space to turn it off and remove this functionality for your users in the SharePoint Online, or to select just the champion group that should work with this technology. A link to this view, of course, you will find in the description of the video. You need to also remember that there is a possibility to get access to the SharePoint agents through trial license. Every organization that have at least 50 Microsoft 365 Copilot subscriptions till the June of 2025 will get the access to the trial subscription for agents for every user. That's why if you want to control what should happen with this functionality, if the agents should be turned off for specific business users, or you want to promote possibility to get trial license for the agents in SharePoint, you will need to use this PowerShare to decide what kind of experience should be delivered to your business users. Of course, in the description you will find the link to this article, but you can disable access to the trial subscription for the whole organization if you does not want to enable this feature and you already know that your organization have at least 50 Microsoft 365 Copilot subscriptions. And for you as an administrator, it will be also very important to understand how the pricing will looks like for the agents that are available in SharePoint, because first of all, you can use Microsoft 365 Copilot subscription that will give your users access to the agents in SharePoint, but also you can deliver same functionality using Copilot Studio functionality, where you have 25,000 of messages for $200 per month, but also another new and great functionality that could extend your usage of agents in the organization will be to go with pay-as-you-go functionality of Copilot Studio or SharePoint agents in general. Your users will not to have to buy Microsoft 365 Copilot subscription, but you will have possibility to use Copilot Studio licensing to cover this feature. but you will need to turn on pay-as-you-go model for your organization. And in case of Copilot Studio pay-as-you-go model, you can see this is the cost of the message, so this is also quite suitable solution instead of paying $30 per user per month with Microsoft 365 Copilot license. But again, remember, you need to switch messages, packages that you want to buy, or Copilot Microsoft 365 Copilot subscription to pay-as-you-go model. And to do that, you will need to go to the configuration of your Microsoft 365 tenant and select pay-as-you-go model for your tenant, where you will need to assign your subscription in Azure, your resource group, and the region where the data will be stored. And quite soon, you will get additional panel in here when you will be able to configure that functionality specifically for the SharePoint agent in your organization. You should expect this feature in the middle of February 2025, where this functionality will be available. If you want to configure similar functionality not only for SharePoint agents but also for the agents in the Copilot Studio, go to the Power Platform Admin Center, Licenses, and in the billing for Copilot Studio you will be able to configure the new billing based on Azure subscription, resource group, and Copilot Studio as a product. You will be able to configure here also pay-as-you-go model for all Copilot Studio agents in your Microsoft 365 environment. You will also have the capability to control and manage the agents that will be published on SharePoint Online. For instance, the agent that we prepared in previous video, you will be able to set that kind of agents as approved, available for everyone on the site, and also that will be moved to the assets repository instead of the SharePoint library where the documents are created. That kind of agents will be changed as approved, available for site visitors, not only for the owner of this specific agent. Moreover, in case you will open it, you will be able to switch it after the approval for the site default agent. For instance, you will have multiple agents and you want to select the one that will be the default one because this one will deliver the biggest value for the business users. Again, the only thing you need to do is to set it as default and this will be configured on your site. And one more thing that you should also take into consideration, you can share that agent with other users after you will prepare it. So you have already some control about how the agents should be prioritized on your SharePoint site. But remember, to have real control, you should decide who should have access to create the new agents on SharePoint Online sites and maybe deliver some kind of trainings for the business users. But again, you can see more and more control features are delivered for the administrators in Microsoft 365. So I can imagine as an administrator, you expect more and more features that will give you better control about agents in SharePoint. This package of the features probably is not the final solution, but still it gives a lot of new functionalities that you can take in control. First of all, you can decide whenever trial subscription should be available or not, the pricing model between subscription or pay-as-you-go functionality, and also on the SharePoint side, you can decide whenever specific agents should be available for everyone or stay private and share these agents with other users. Again, I'm imagining that you're looking for more and more, but I'm quite sure that the new functionalities will be landing soon in the Microsoft 365. If the new control functionalities will be here, I will also share that information with you. But again, we should start to think about SharePoint agents as a part of the Microsoft 365, the functionality that will not go away and the functionality that people love and they will use it. So as an admin, you should also prepare to maintain and manage that kind of feature. Thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for your time, and see you in the next video.